I would be able to go through them, and at least for the first part of the day, and then either at lunch they can then see whether there's anything else.
I was hoping we would be done by lunch, but anyway, anything else, Mrs. Kakan?
We may be done even. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mrs. Kakani, in your explanation of the documents, I had Mr. Nkosi refer to a 122-page document with about Spies and Bolhays, and then he said something about a CDR Tshwane contract analysis, if I'm not mistaken. Have you dealt with that? Is that all in the link? Is that documents given previously? Is it new documents and new as in Tuesday or last night?
So, two points on that one. One is those are the documents that were provided to Mr. Malatji when he was testifying.
He's had them previously from the previous appearance.
Okay. And then they were, in any event, provided by a link on Tuesday at around 3.
But you say when he testified previously, he had been provided with those
yes,
documents
it was a
already.
statement about the authority of Inspector Piri as he was then.
Okay, thank you.
I'll be generous. Instead of the 3 minutes I indicated earlier, I'll give you 5. Thank you.
Commissioners, just to start with, while my learned friend was giving submissions to the commissions regarding our application, I managed to download what has been given to us yesterday at night before 12. Commissioner, there's quite important documents that are there. I'm sure you'll recall, Commissioners, that especially these transcripts of Mr. Piri, a person who is working directly with Mr. Malatji. I don't even want to comment on the issue of 1 page. Commissioners, evidence control itself, we've seen it happening for quite some time. Questions come up as and when the testimony is being given. So for my friend to say on that document which was provided on the last hour that I'm going to use 1 page, I mean, practically part of it is just impossible. The fact remains...
On transcripts, I think you and Director Malatji should actually consider yourselves fortunate that you were furnished with the transcripts of the testimony of other witnesses. We have countless times here confronted witnesses with what was said by other witnesses on issues that we think of as the witness is testifying, and we will say, but witness ABCD said this and this on this issue. What do you say about that? So I don't think it was even strictly necessary for you to get that transcript.
Commissioners, it's not only the transcript, and it's quite clear that I'm just giving an abrupt response based on what I see now in a minute or two. Fairness dictates, Commissioners. We will have to read into these documents. If one were to make just a...
But the transcripts, I believe you had the transcripts from Tuesday already, or not?
No, Commissioner, that's not correct. The transcripts are the documents that were submitted through in a form of a link at 11:52. Yesterday, just before 12 noon, the very same documents that I'm saying I struggled to download because at the same time I was preparing to come here.
But if I understand Mr. Skakane correctly, if we, for example, look at Mr. Mnisi's transcript, he says all that he's going to be dealing with in that regard is what relates to the lack of scoring, if that is true, by Director Malatji when he sat on the BEC. So he sat there, but he did not do any scoring. That's the allegation. So that's something within a narrow ambit, and Mr. Skakane could direct you to that part of the testimony. So that's something within a very narrow ambit. And then regarding, what's the other issue? Major Piri. Regarding his testimony, there again is something within a very narrow ambit, and it relates to whether Director Malatji did give Major Piri an instruction with regard to ad hoc postings. And he says the major focus there is going to be on emails and email trail. And I said to you earlier that you can read those emails within in less than a minute. So there again is something that's within a very narrow ambit. That's how I understand Mr. Skakane.
Commissioners,
So on both issues, I think he can actually even assist and direct you exactly where you should look on those transcripts. Anything else?
Commissioner, it's quite common that much as my learned friend is saying is going to use, it's his case. I want to read the whole document. I want to get the gist of what is being given there.
As I said to you, you are very fortunate that you got the transcripts anyway. Ordinarily, witnesses are confronted with what other witnesses said without any transcript having been given to those witnesses.
Commissioner, on those documents, there's even a bundle, statement of bundle, annexures that were submitted by Piri, and it has been a common...
The 5 minutes is up. Should I give
Just
you
the
what?
last one, Commissioner.
Yes,
it has been a
please.
common point that Mr. Piri has been working with Mr. Malatji quite a number of times. There's quite voluminous bundles that are talking about that information, and information which we have not even perused at this stage or not. It's just not doable, Commissioners, that we can just have 30 minutes, an hour or so to look into a
Can
specific
that be
document.
addressed by filing a supplementary affidavit that you may be minded to file based on what will be traversed with Director Malatji?
Our main aim was to replace that supplementary after having gone through what we're looking for in this quite a number of documents that were sent to us, and file this supplementary statement afresh. And in that way we would have afforded...
I'm talking about a supplementary affidavit that will be addressing whatever you may feel was not sufficiently as Director Piri is testifying. That's the supplementary I'm talking about.
I'm noting that, Commissioners, but the fact remains he would have testified by that time. He would have not been got a chance to get a proper advice after we have gone through what the evidence leaders would have testified by that time. He would have not been got a chance to get a proper advice after we have gone through what the evidence leaders are going to use in this matter. That's all I'm asking.
Mrs. Nkosi, these are not court proceedings. So you should not necessarily expect what you would ordinarily get in a court process. We try as far as possible to be fair to witnesses. And my feeling, our feeling, is that whatever unfairness may be visited upon Director Piri will, in my view, be sufficiently addressed by whatever you may say by way of a supplement, depending on what will come out during his testimony. Also, you have the right to re-examine, but I know you will say I will not be able to re-examine sufficiently if I have not read the documents at leisure and according to the sort of comfort that that is you, would have wanted.
100%.
So you have, but I still say, you do have the right to re-examine, and maybe by the time that comes, there is the opportunity to re-examine, you will have had a bit of time to rush through the documents. But the main point is that you will have an opportunity to prepare a supplementary affidavit with Director Malatji and address whatever shortcomings you feel there may be during his testimony.
Commissioner, I've noted.
I think we should close the debate now.
Yeah, just the last point. I noted that,
go on and
Commissioner,
on.
but
Yes.
correctly as you are saying, there won't be sufficient time, even if I were to be afforded that re-examination. Why don't we shorten this process and avoid even giving further documents or supplementary statement and come at once when everything, there won't be any complaints. But those are my submissions, Commissioners.
Thank you.
I don't
you
intend
very
to
much.
spend more time
You
on
see,
that. I'm going to
you've-
respect the decision of the Commissioner.
You've taken up about a minute of your time. I wanted to give you an hour to look at the documents.
As it is.
May we adjourn and resume? Just a minute. The application for a postponement is refused. Director Malatji is afforded an opportunity to go through whatever documents he wishes to between now and 5:30.